tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Hi everyone, welcome to Dhamma Earth's Dose of Dhamma, and this is your dose of Dhamma for today. So previously we talked about much learning as a blessing. Then we talked about improving memory, how to improve our memory with Buddha's teachings, with the instructions or the teachings from the Buddha. No? And we talked about the first factor, which is cultivate strong mindfulness. Then the second one is cultivating morality, concentration, and wisdom. And we're going to talk about their role in improving memory. In Buddhism, we call it the training of sila, morality, samadhi, concentration, and panya, wisdom. So why is this important, and how does it play a role in improving our memory? Well, first we talk about sila. When we cultivate morality, what are we trying to do? We are trying to restrain ourselves from evil bodily actions and evil verbal speech. So whenever the defilement arises or the temptation arises for us to do something bad like killing, stealing, etc., or whenever the temptation comes to tempt us to utter a false speech or to say something rude and vulgar. But if we have mindfulness, and because we also observe the training of morality, then we will restrain and refrain ourselves from doing it. So every time you resist, but try not to suppress that feeling or that craving, or try not to have any anger towards the craving or the temptation of doing bad or saying something bad. If we can just relax and understand that these things are impermanent and then let them arise and perish by themselves, then it's okay, no? But every time we resist or we do not indulge in the temptations to do bad or to speak badly, then the mental strength increases, and there's quality of determination. There's also the quality of restraining from this kind of evil deeds or evil speech. There's a quality like that in the mind. So whenever we refrain or restrain ourselves from doing bad, every time we are successful, the mind gets stronger. And you find that it will be easier for you to restrain yourself the next time the defilement or the temptation arises. So that is why for a meditator, it's very important to cultivate morality. Why? Because they have to refrain and restrain themselves from doing things that may cause a lot of distraction, restlessness, guilt, remorse, etc. So the training of morality is actually a protection and training a foundation for the mind to prepare the mind for the practice of the next two trainings, samadhi and panya. So when we cultivate this kind of a mental strength to refrain from indulging in temptations, then the mental power gets stronger, the determination quality of the mind gets stronger, the refraining qualities of the mind get stronger, and mindfulness gets stronger, because you need to be mindful in order to detect this kind of temptations, right? So for lay people, a very basic observance of the 5 precepts, not killing, not stealing, abstaining from adultery, and refraining from telling lies, refraining from saying vulgarities, refraining from idle speech, refraining from speech that divide people, divisive speech, and also refraining from drinking alcohol. So when we have this kind of a training with these precepts, then it actually prepares the mind to be stronger, to have mindfulness, and when we can do that, then it will be strong enough to overcome distractions when we want to study or when we want to memorize some things, some stanzas or some paragraphs in the text. Okay, this also applies for people who are doing secular learning also. If they keep these 5 precepts or the 8 precepts time to time or as a habit, then they will find that their mental strength gets stronger with this. No? They are able to overcome their distractions of the mind more easily. Then the next one, samadhi. So what about samadhi? Well, samadhi is actually the purification of the mind so that it becomes focused and concentrated. When the mind, through the training of samadhi, which is to try to know or be aware of a meditation subject for a long time without interruption from other wandering thoughts, then the energy of the mind will not be wasted on distracting thoughts. Like for example, if you are studying and you're reading something and suddenly you feel like, oh, you want to look at YouTube or watch YouTube. Then the temptation is there making your heart uncomfortable, if you don't watch it, you feel uncomfortable, right? But with the training of samadhi, with the training of concentration, with the training of samatha meditation, then all these distractions will gradually be purified because they are all belongs to craving and restless thoughts and the defilement of craving, okay? Then what about panya? When we have cultivated morality, when we have cultivated concentration, and when we have panya, then our wisdom faculty is in a position to work efficiently. And when we are able to work efficiently, and when we have less distraction, or we are able to let go of the distractions when we are studying, then the panya will be very sharp. When the wisdom is sharp, then when we read things, when we try to understand things, all this understanding comes more easily compared to a distracted mind. And then when we increase in wisdom, then it helps us to further cultivate morality and concentration again. And also wisdom plays a role in eradicating distractions when we are learning. For example, if an unwholesome thought arises, for example, maybe you want to suddenly go for a smoke or watch some YouTubes or play video games when you are studying, then if you have wisdom faculty will immediately come out another thought in your mind that says, oh, this is suffering, all these actions, these temptations, they are nothing but distractions to occupy your discontented mind. And with this, we can analyze, oh, why do we keep thinking of this when we are studying? Oh, that's because we are not having fun in learning. Oh, how do I have fun in learning? When you develop all these analytical insights, then we are cultivating our wisdom also, in a sense. So, morality, concentration, and wisdom, these three trainings, when somebody is able to practice this and to train in this, then it will also greatly help them to improve in their memory. So for meditators who have been meditating, they will find that because meditators, they have to develop all these three, morality, concentration, and wisdom. So they will find that their memory gets better and better with the training of these three trainings. So with that, this is your dose of Dharma for today. So hopefully today's sharing will be able to help you guys to understand why we should cultivate morality, concentration, and wisdom, and what are their roles in improving our memory. And hopefully this sharing is beneficial to all of you, and may all of you be able to improve your memory by undertaking all this training. And finally, may the Triple Gem bless all of us to be well, peaceful, and happy, and may all of us be able to attain path, fruition, and Nibbana as soon as possible. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.